You're not done being grumpy? No, you're being grumpy. Because you want to jump in my lap and it's just not happening right now. Yeah. You're going to do it anyway. You don't care. You don't care. Good morning from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Saturday. It's mid-50s, sunny, finally. It rained all day Thursday. More like drizzled all day Thursday, but it rained all day yesterday. And so, yeah, no filming, no work done on the trees. Just, in fact, I went into town and wasn't here. I usually take advantage of rain days when I know I can't do work around the homestead. Anyway, let's take a look at something. That's the stump of the third tree that came down. And this is the low part that when it rains a lot, it gets soupy. Well, it gets swampy also. This is more soupy than swampy. In fact, a lot of it has already soaked in. But this has given me more information about where to put the hugel mounds, which will, you know, kind of redirect the water here and there. But now I know mainly where it's going. And it's good to see this better without all this brush in the way. Although that brush is still kind of in the way. But, yeah. Anyway, this will all be gone tomorrow. It soaks in very fast. So, very interesting to see this. Fifi will drink out of any type of anything. I constantly see her drinking out of puddles and this and that. She's so funny. There have been some suggestions about doing a pond down in here. Actually, there was already one dug out years ago by my neighbor. Yeah, you can't see it now. It's to the right of this tree trunk. But yeah, there was a pond dug out there. This is, you know, it only, well, I guess 5 times a year does it rain enough for the water to get all the way down to this location. So the pond didn't stay full because it takes a lot of rain for this area to fill up. If I were going to put a pond in, I would put it in the west side of my property. That's where the water comes from. So it doesn't take as much water for the water to reach over there. So a pond back there would have a better chance of staying full, and so that's where more like a large puddle than a pond, and then a series of smaller puddles and swales, and yeah, zigzagging them around and trying to keep the water on the property. That will be the goal, but it's going to be a long time before I get back in there. So first, you know, I'm doing what's on my plate right now, which is I've got these trees, and so I'll put some hugel mounds down here, which will kind of act like swales and redirect the water a little bit. And that's going to be a lot of work. Holy cow. I better get started. And one thing I need to do to get started is picking up trash. Yep. So this is where my trash picking up will focus in the near future. But I've got some chicken chores I need to do. They just had 2 straight days of rain, so they're all gonna get some fresh dry hay. They think they're getting food though. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. You guys shouldn't be begging me for your afternoon snack. Alright, I better get busy with the hay. I got 3 coops and a brooder to fill up. I'm standing at the end of my driveway, and that tree, well, the one to the left there, that's a small peach tree, but the one straight ahead, that one still needs to come down. That is a hickory, and that is this is where my house will be coming in, and that's why I need that tree out of the way. I'm trying to shield the sun, so pardon my hand in the top. But that's why I'm getting rid of these 3 trees right here. You can see the 2 stumps behind them. That's where my cabin is going to go. Basically, we'd be looking at the front door right now, and it will go just to the left of this tree will be the front porch, and then it'll go back 32 feet, right on top of the stump on the left and within a couple feet of the stump on the right. Not set in stone, that will be the placement yet, but that's what I'm thinking. Have to get those tree stumps are going to be bulldozed. My neighbor is going to come over with his bulldozer, and after he cuts down this hickory, he will bulldoze all 3 of those stumps, try to level out a pad, and then I'm going to put down many inches of rocks. And actually my neighbor has a little quarry just across the field from me, and so I'm paying him for those also, so I will be using those. I'm going to try to get as many rocks in there as I can, like 6 inches, to form a pad for the foundation to put the cabin on. So that's why these 3 trees are going, is because that's exactly where I need to put the cabin. I don't want to move it further to the left over there, because that's where it starts slanting downhill, and it would be harder to level, and I'd also be losing garden space. See, to the left of the screen there, that would be pointing south. So the further to the left I put the cabin, the more prime garden space I will lose on the south side of the cabin. So that's why I'm trying to get it closer to the mobile home here. You know, enough space so I can still drive my truck in between the mobile home and the cabin. But that's what I'm thinking on the placement, is right in there. So we still have to bulldoze the stumps out, cut down this hickory tree, then bulldoze the stumps out, and level out the spot. Put the gravel down, run over the gravel with the bulldozer a few times, make sure it's well packed in, and then I'll be ready for the concrete slabs and blocks for the foundation to have it come in. When's it coming in? I have no idea yet. A lot of it depends on the weather. Fifi on a bale of hay. Fifi. Hey, little Fifi. You enjoying the sun today? I sure am, after 2 straight days of really cloudy, yucky rain. Alright, Grumpy. You're going to become lazy. We're going to have to start calling you lazy instead of grumpy. It's a nice sunny day. It's a nice sunny day, Grumpy. Yeah, man. Completely different view out the front door of my mobile home these days. Holy cow. Oh, yep, that hickory tree is going. And then that's where I grew all my flowers. Well, most of my flowers last year. And I'll do that again. Well, it'll be garden. And then up here in front, this will be the cabin. And then on the other side of the cabin, between the cabin and like where that stump is, that'll be new garden area. So that'll be south facing. And then down in the valley down there, that will be where I have my hugel mounds. And I'll start thinking about fruit trees and berries. And whatever else will thrive in that type of soggy environment. Although it's not always soggy. It's only when it rains heavily does it get soggy. And then in future years, once I start controlling the water better before it gets to this point, it won't be quite as soggy either. But yeah, so a food forest down at my property line in the valley, and then I'll have more garden area to the south side of the cabin, and in front of the cabin to the east. It's all coming together. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. And Fifi's having fun too, aren't you? Yeah, that's what we're all about out here, Fifi. We're out here having fun. The gremlins are hungry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8, 9. 9 of the 10 that I hatched. Oh, after the bigger chickens get their fill, then the younger ones just swoop in and take over. It's so cute. Grumpy, are you done being lazy yet? Grumpy, are you done being lazy? You had the opportunity to go outside, and now it's like 3:30 in the afternoon. Time to go out now? I think so. I think so. Okay, probably not much action in this video, but I do have some videos coming up, a whole bunch of them. I'm about ready to make my 5 reasons why I homestead video, so that'll be coming out soon. And I also, yes, I did make it to the post office box, and I'm going again here in a few days, so I'm holding off on making that video until I make another trip through there. It's just, it's in the wrong direction. I've been going to Boonville more often than I've been going to Russellville because Boonville's closer. So yeah, those 2 videos will be coming up, plus whatever ends up happening here. And the day's not done. You never know what can happen. But I think that'll be it for filming on this video. I do want to give some shout outs. Man, I've started a list. And yeah, I'll get through them here. Green Gables Homestead. Have a look at Green Gables Homestead. Let's see, somebody also suggested Cosmopolitan Cornbread. I've been following her for a while. And let's do Sparkle Farm. Sparkle Farm. That's kind of a new one to me, and I just noticed they did a concrete countertop. And then I guess he just resealed it. But the concrete counter, those are kind of interesting. It's, you know, a lot cheaper than going out and get granite or marble or whatever. But yeah, Sparkle Farm. Okay, that's going to be it for this Saturday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I didn't take it easy the past 2 days because I was running around. So I need to take it easy more often. Oh, I can rest when the cabin gets here. Oh man, I doubt it'll be before Christmas. You never know. But if it's not before, nah, it won't be before Christmas. It'll be very soon after the beginning of the year then. I don't know how all the holidays work with the delivery drivers or whatever, but and then we don't know about the weather because right now he can't really work today. It's all muddy and puddles out there, and so in any event, we'll get there. Take her easy, everybody.